Hello, my name is Kushal. I work as an occupational therapist in London. I've been working for 17 years and I have come across different conditions, different physical health conditions, different mental health conditions. But one thing I've noticed is that when we face any adverse situation, it can be anything. It can be a change in our family circumstances. It can be uncertainties in our jobs, or it can be a relationship breakdown, an illness, long-term illness like cancer, or diagnosis of a new condition. I was given the diagnosis of psoriasis at one point, and that was quite heartbreaking for me. At that point, I went through a phase where I wasn't sure what to decide. I've done other videos and I've shared my experience with you guys before. You might be fully aware of my challenges. But let's talk about what happens in those kind of situations. So in those kind of situations, what happens is anxiety kicks in. And normally anxiety is there to keep us safe, but when it kicks in situations where really there is no danger, but our brain perceives that we are in danger, then our thinking system changes, and sometimes our natural response is to start thinking in an unhelpful thinking way. I've done the videos about what is CBT, and there I have talked about the importance of thought in our overall behavior and physical symptoms and so on. Please have a look. I've included the link to that video in the description of this video. And in the previous videos, I've talked about there are 10 different types of unhelpful thinking styles. And today I'm going to talk about shoulding and musting. Now, shoulding and musting, you might be thinking, what is that? What on earth is that? Basically, when things don't go according to our expectation, we start making statements in our head. I should have, I must have. Those kind of statements, the should and must, are called red words in cognitive behavioral therapy psychology. So those are the words where, by using which, we start creating rules for ourselves, or we take ownership of failure. Sometimes if something hasn't happened yet, but we are going for an interview, for example, if I start thinking, I must answer all the points that I have prepared in my answer. Say, for example, why somebody should be employing me, why I'm applying for that job role. I have prepared a lovely answer that has got all the points that I wanted to say. And during the interview, I face the question, but I'm very anxious and I could not say all the points. But before the interview, if I have created a rule in my head, I must say all the points. Yeah, I've created the rule before the interview. I must say all the points. But during the interview, I forget because I'm anxious, stressed. So I say only some of the points, maybe 6 out of 8 points. I say mostly, but I miss 2 points. And when the next question comes, all of a sudden realize, oh my God, I haven't said those 2 important points. I forget that I've said 6 points. And that I should or I must, that the rule that I've created myself kicks in, comes to forefront, and I start blaming myself. What happens? As a result, I lose the focus on the subsequent question, and that answer goes pear-shaped. So can you see how, if we start using in our thoughts, we should, we must, we create rules for ourselves, and if for some reason that we don't adhere to those rules, we start blaming ourselves and we start dragging ourselves down, and we create anxiety and depression without knowing it. So my request to all of you, if you are having those thoughts in your head that I should or I must, think carefully. is it that important? Is there an alternative things? Okay, you can try to do something, but is it a must that you should do something? Think about it, because those are the kind of thoughts that creates anxiety and can lead to distress. I hope this video makes sense. If you are somebody who likes to create rules for yourself, using the should and must words, think carefully. Let me know if you are facing that challenge. I would do more videos to explain and elaborate how to deal with those kind of statements in our head. And we'll see. Thanks for watching my video. I wish you all the best.